Everybody, something really important needs to be addressed. Any of you, because I was thinking about this right now, because I don't want anybody touching my shit when I pass away. Because of me thinking about them messing with the individuals that are going to be there, I do consider them my things because there's going to be some things that I just strongly disagree with. If my instinct is going towards them thinking that they have domain, it's wrong. You live in my place. And just like a manager, I can kick you the fuck out anytime I feel like it when I'm perfected. So, especially if I see something in my home that I want to fix, like giving you a party to make a mess, because I could be just as much as a mean ass, greedy ass bitch. So, because of my, because of the individuals who've had sex, Yu Gi Oh! And Ninja Turtles and a bunch of others are hiding in the stink of the women that they were not supposed to be having sex with, something like that. And it's really not their fault because I was saying things earlier like it's all gonna get erased anyways. There's no point for me getting mad, but there is because it's already done with me. It's already done here. We just gotta outweigh it and let them kill themselves. So uh, what's really important about this is that it's probably creating new gateways. So the hillbillies are they're they're attached to it, but it goes on the bottom surface. And right now it's Yu-Gi-Oh. It's Yu-Gi-Oh and something else, and Ninja Turtles that are connected to it because Ninja Turtles and Yu-Gi-Oh found out that deep down inside they're mortal enemies. They're mortal fucking enemies. They are. So they're using the stinks to get around to fight. All that freaking Haven has freaking had sex with, it has to be freaking reaccounted. It has to be accounted and reaccounted, going backwards, forwards, and everything. So, bitch, bite my feet. um, everything that Powerhouse did sexually, sexual act, willingly and unwillingly, on drugs or alcohol, is gonna have to be looked at. Because I don't want someone's father saying this is yours. This is like I'm really highly offended. I'm like you really need to kick their ass. Like no, I want them locked up for this long because I've been trapped inside here. Like okay, then I don't want no war. I don't want no problems. They made their choice and they decided to think off of what I was saying, but it was probably something that couldn't be helped because it was being forced to happen that way anyways. So they're gonna have to understand that they're gonna have to fucking project their energy on someone who fucking made it happen, knowing what was gonna happen, talking to the molecules in the wind, saying, yeah, they're gonna go here and they're gonna have sex, and he's gonna think it's their fault, which things are happening on a freaking on a dime's notice. So it's probably really not Haven. It ain't Haven's fault, but just to be safe, I want them to know, like, no, they're not. I don't care if he wants to have sex with a daughter. It's his choice, and you are not to govern anything in my home. If I see something you're doing in there, you're around my domain, and it's gonna have to leave, or you're gonna leave permanently. So I'm gonna have to get slapped up every once in a while so this shit doesn't go to my head. I really am. I'm gonna have to bring in all kinds of women and men and explain what are the dangers if you don't discipline your kids. If you have them leave, they're gonna be the biggest disrespect, feeling disrespected because it happened this way, the way it was supposed to happen. It was ungrinded, on unwillingly, but it was something that had to happen. Is it because of like it's probably because of the ancestors that know what happens when fathers are constantly in the way getting into what? Into their business. Okay, so then anything that comes my way I get to erase you periodly. And I'm gonna do investigations every fucking day of you. Secretly. Right? Okay, so now you know. Whatever it is, I'm going to watch you secretly. Now I have to, so no wars break out. Now I know that I'm going to have to watch them secretly, and I'm going to have to be the number one with power, watching everybody, seeing what's going to happen. So I'm not going to have them beat or tortured just because of what unfolded. Okay, I'm not because I'm not. But at the same time, if it comes my way, if I know what's going to happen and all this shit, I'm going to stop you. I'm like, this is what's going to happen. You're not the man. Okay, it's that simple. Everything that you put into it, you're not the man. You didn't give birth to your wife or ex-wife did not give birth, or lover or whatever did not give birth to you to have a say on their side. Whatever power I have is not to be used as momentum to get your way, because I'll erase your fucking ass. To have pussy and ass. If you want it to get other things, then yeah. But if you're using it to get pussy and ass, you're a rapist. You're a fucking rapist because you're not the man. So with that said, I'm gonna have to watch over you all and know what's gonna have to happen. Because I don't want others saying that he's not using the technology to keep stupid shit from happening. So I'm gonna have to fucking have complete 100% domain and get slapped on the face and broken chin or something to keep me in my place. All right, so stop having sex with strangers. Periodly until this is done, and start jacking off already. Or masturbating. Because I don't want someone's father saying I'm being tortured. I'm being tortured. These gases are coming through, and they're all of this. You gotta make the ultimate sacrifice, not have sex until I pass away. So there's no other gases that are connecting to any energies or lights or anything because of this big old giant fucking mutant making an egg. It's really what it is. It's a fucking we're in the inside of a fucking mutant, but it can't kill anybody because it's stationary right now. If it could, it would go and kill everything, but it's stationary right now that we're inside. Okay, so anything that they did on a whim of what I was saying, you're fucking grangy insane. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, you're grangy insane. You're a Grinch. From everything you've lost, you probably plotted to fucking have sex with women and the virgins and shit. So anything of any situation, any virgin is a new stink and smell. But the ones that they had to have sex with and it's necessary, then it's necessary. But if it was everything that was all gonna unfold into fruition to save my life someday, I'm gonna have to compensate their families for their choices that they were compelled to enforce themselves to make. So we probably just focus all of our anger and hate and rage and frustration on the mutant tentacle species, not race, species. So just focus all your hate because it's probably has been freaking something that's fucking trying. Because all these galaxies, these are eggs being made. All these fucking galaxies, all this thing grinding up inside, it's eggs being made, and these things are inside. I don't want to die. I made it to this big size. I know you can grab me from over there with this speed and kill me. I know you can. I've seen you do it. That's why I'm here to talk to you because I know there's a different way. And they get very impressed because hardly no one gets by or why these motherfucking things wait and they're stationary. And the more quieter and stationary you are, it puts the winds to an ease. It doesn't give any knowing of what's gonna happen because of the galaxies turning into fucking eggs. We're in a fucking thing that's gonna fucking kill us someday if we don't get out. And a lot are always on the sides of the fucking galaxy, killing anyone who they consider lame, saying what the fuck you're gonna try. So anyone like this one over here, this one he's not like is this one over here, they're not gonna like what they have to hear. So all this shit, you don't tell us what we do, multi-smearing ears. Whatever you think is near here, it's not your choice. You're not the man. You're not the fucking man. You're not the reason why I'm me. You're not the fucking man. You're not me. I'm the man of me. You probably need a man to be you to try to defeat and beat me. So this opened up a whole bunch of gateways where some of my individuals are forced to have sex with virgins to freaking always put in a new stink and infusing with all the shit through a certain fucking day that they know the mutant species knows from the eggs they're making. It's a big ass giant tentacle. That's why the Cthulhu's fucking Hala gave up on us because we couldn't keep up with the fucking couldn't keep up with how many limbs things had. To what? They had to give them an upgrade. Like we need an upgrade to have a chance. So the humanoids are probably not even looking humanoids that have fucking tentacles are the ones that are probably the ones that are being blamed for raping the most, not letting the Cthulhu's take the blame. So the Cthulhu's are using those who have the tentacles the most, who are forced to date rape and have sex. That's why the mutant species wasn't tripping. The mutant species wasn't tripping. With the long tentacles saying, no, in the end, we're going to kill them all when they go to this place. Because they're going to be blamed for everything. And now this big old fucking thing is being blamed. This big old fucking thing is being blamed. This big fucking thing is being blamed. Okay? It's being blamed and it has a fucking, it has like a, you ever seen that fucking Yu-Gi-Oh monster that has like it's hard to describe. Okay? But it looks like a judo. It looks like a judo. And it's kind of clunky looking. It has spikes on it. It has this. It has spikes coming out of metal. Probably stainless steel or fucking something, but it looks like that. It looks like that. It has all the shit in it, and it thought it was gonna be something harder to spot in a junkyard, eating all the junk that it ever would ever fucking want with so much technology of things that barely fucking made it out from an explosion and all this shit that was trying to get to the fucking mutant tentacle species to warn everybody that they're going back in time forward and forward again, living literally lavish lives, saying, oh, look, there's more coming. Now they're going to get all killed and erased. Now they're all going to get killed and erased from history after suffering from all that shit. And all they're going to do, because what I'm thinking happens to them, they just, the faggot homos just all suck dick with a dick in their throat and they suffocate and die. They just suffocate and fucking die. So this species of fucking tentacle Cthulhu is being judged heavily, saying you're not going to these junkyards ever. You're not. You're going to a place where your chances of dying are great. Great. So they're all going to this fucking place where their chances of dying is really high. They're like, no, get your fucking Hy-Vee ass eyes in that fucking place now. So it's in there with diamond eyes, hoping beyond all things that it could just go through the explosion into a fucking place where it was spotting that the people it was trying to kill and fucking get to an even more atrocious size, getting more fascist about everything. Okay, so this big old fucking thing is gonna die for blaming such quadrants of Constantines for fucking setting up date rapes for this thing to make eggs. So this thing is being judged heavily right now. And it's not going to be in a courtroom going around making an incubating space to make a nursery in my fucking place when I pass away for a split second or something and killing everything and having me erased not knowing it. Like, no thank you, I survived. No, and you died because no one likes you when you act like a big old fucking hermaphrodite. Alright, thank you. Thank you, goodbye.